presentation of the BAS Broadcasting Sports Network.
With a chill in the air outside and a flurry of excitement inside, the fans are hyped and ready for high school basketball. Tonight's game on 100.9 FM and WMBO features
Centerburg girls versus Mount Gilead.
High school basketball on WMBO is brought to you in part by
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Pizza Cottage, and New Directions Domestic Violence Support Center.
This is Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Basketball on WMVO.
Tonight's game also live streaming with video on the WMVO Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Now, let's go courtside for the call of tonight's action.
And a good Tuesday evening to you from Centerburg High School tonight. We've got a battle of unbeatens in KMAC play, as it is the Centerburg Trojans and the Mount Gilead Indians facing off in the heart of Ohio. Tyler Mathias flying solo tonight. Bo had an exam tonight, so he's out tonight. But we are excited about tonight's matchup between Mount Gilead and Centerburg. The Centerburg Lady Trojans, a lot of expectations with this group as they come in with the reigning KMAC Player of the Year in Kayla Larimore. And then you look at the pieces they bring back, Kenley Farrell, Chesney Farrell, and even some pieces they brought in from outside in Lauren Ellis, a junior. Evie Stowe's back, Tiara Shepard's back, and this team is looking to make some noise this season. Meanwhile, the Mount Gilead Indians, they have some scorers as well, and they have some pieces back as well in the form of Ava Baker and Faith White, kind of a dynamic duo, and Danny Polcati has had a good career as well. We're looking tonight, when you look at these two teams, the top two offensive teams in the conference, the top two defensive teams in the conference, statistically speaking. Then we've got the top two scorers in the conference, statistically speaking, and it should be a great matchup here in Centerburg tonight. But thus far, the Centerburg Lady Trojans haven't had a lot of great matchups up to this point. It's been pure domination. They opened the season with a 26-point advantage against the Heath Bulldogs. Then they went over and played Northridge, and that was a ball game, 48-35 the final, and then it's just a pair of blowouts to open up KMAC play for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. 55-15 over Northmore, a 40-point win. And then they knocked off Danville 74-25 in their latest matchup. A Danville team that didn't return much. Their former head coach, Matt Proper, he stepped away, and Bree Stotts has stepped into that role. So they're still building some things there at Danville. But some dominating wins for the Centerburg Lady Trojans, specifically here lately, with a win against Northmore and a win against Danville. Meanwhile, looking at the Mount Gilead Indians, coached by Nick Vukovic, they are likewise 4-0, and they sit at 2-0 in the conference, just like Centerburg is at the moment. And for this Mount Gilead team, 55-38, they beat Bucyrus to open up the regular season. Then they crushed Lucas 61-33, held Danville to just 22 points at a matchup back on December the 3rd, 42-22. And they beat Northmore 46-45. So you're looking at common opponents, Danville and Northmore for both these teams. Centerburg beat Danville by almost 50, and Mount Gilead beat them by 20. They beat Northmore by a point, and Centerburg beat them by 40. So Centerburg starting off on the right foot. Bill Abner in his second season has the pieces here, the pieces that he wants to have here that run the offense he has. It's a very complex system. He told us last year when he came into Centerburg from Granville, a very successful program, and a lot of people know that the head coach there is now with Barstool Sports. He was a guy that did stuff with Barstool Sports, and now he's there doing that all the time, Barstool Tate. And Bill was able to come over here, and the cupboard was not bare. When Bill got here, you had Kayla Larimore, who just scored her 1,000th career point against Northmore earlier this season. She's going to be honored right before the ball game here, by the way, for that accomplishment. And, you look at a situation tonight for the Mount Gilead Indians. This is going to be a real test for them because, Danville was a little down this year. Northmore's not where they usually are. This is going to be a real test to see where the Indians really are at this point in the year, taking on who many view as the favorite in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference. Centerburg comes into the ball game scoring 58.3 points per game, And despite the fact that they're just 60% from the free throw line, that's second best in the conference. And then Mount Gilead, offensively, they score 50 points per game. So 58.3 and 50 points per game. Defensively, Centerburg is only allowing just over 26 points per game. And Mount Gilead, second in the conference, allowing just over 34 points per game. And the other thing that really stands out here for these teams is, you mentioned Kayla Larimore, the top scorer in the league at 23 points per game. Faith White is second at 15.5, tied with Callie Carpenter. And Danielle Pulcati, 12 points per game. And Kenley Farrell, 12 points per game. So they have some pieces there. Tiara Shepard averaging just under 10 points per contest. And so these two teams have complementary pieces. They have some good pieces. Faith White over there with Mount Gilead and Centerburg's Kayla Larimore. And we're excited for this matchup here in the heart of Ohio tonight. It is going to be a fun week as we will be here tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be in Mount Vernon. It'll be a regular start time, probably around 7 o'clock. I think they're going to tip around 7:15 tomorrow night, knock on wood, because then that's when there's a JV overtime game. But they're playing Johnstown tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you. And now an afternoon game on Saturday, as it will be the Fredericktown Freddies against the East Knox Bulldogs in boys basketball. And Curtis and Jared will plan on being at that ball game, and we're excited for that matchup, as that will be afternoon, a pregame around 3:15. Live streaming on our WMVO Facebook page and also on WMVO on the radio. But tonight it is the Centerburg Lady Trojans and the Mount Gilead Lady Indians. Both teams 4-0, both teams 2-0 in the Knoxmore Athletic Conference. Somebody is going to see their undefeated season end tonight. Will it be Centerburg, a team that, again, many are favoring to win the conference, or will it be the Mount Gilead Indians, a team that, boy, they've got some pieces here. They've improved throughout the last couple of years, and it should be an exciting matchup here from Centerburg between Mount Gilead and Centerburg. Do want to thank New Directions, Pizza Cottage, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, of course, and Griffin Insurance. It is high school basketball tonight from the Berg, the heart of Ohio, as we get ready for basketball action. Well, let's take this break. We're going to come back. They're going to, I think, honor Kayla Larimore before they get the introductions taken care of. We'll get you the starting lineups, and we will get you tonight's opening tip. Is Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops. Todd Mathias with you, with Gary Cooper behind the camera, and John Wareham, who sneaks in like a thief in the night. He ends up upstairs, and he is also behind the camera tonight, and we're excited for this matchup between Centerburg and Mount Gilead. Let's take this break. We'll come back. Starting lineups, opening tip, coming up next. WMVO Facebook page live streaming. WMVO on the radio, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and WMVO.com.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
New Directions, the domestic violence shelter and rape crisis center of Knox County, served more than 600 individuals in 2023. It could be a family member, a coworker, or a friend. It takes a community to break the cycle of violence. To learn more about how you can support New Directions in connecting and strengthening our community, visit our website, www.newdirectionsknox.org, or call our 24/7 hotline at 740-397-HELP.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
national anthem here at Centerburg High School as we prepare for action between unbeatens Mount Gilead and the Centerburg Lady Trojans. And tonight's starting lineups for each team. First for the visiting Mount Gilead Indians, coached by Nick Vukovic, assisted by Danny Bolt. And starting 5'4" junior, number 3, Kendall Neal. Kendall Neal comes in, averaging 6.8 points per game. Ava Baker playing another guard spot, 5'5" senior. Ava Baker will be starting. She averages just under 8 points per contest. Faith White, we mentioned, tied for second in the conference in points per game at 15.5 points per game. And she will be a 5'6" senior. Danny Pulcati, 5'7" guard, and Cassidy Irwin, a 6-foot forward. And for Centerburg, it will be Kenley Farrell, Evie Stowe, Tiara Shepard, Lauren Ellis, and Kayla Larimore. Kayla Larimore, 23 points per game. Tops in the league. Shepard, 10 points per contest. Centerburg Lady Trojans and the Mount Gilead Lady Indians as we get ready for basketball here tonight from Centerburg High School, home of the Centerburg Trojans. Both teams undefeated and, of course, undefeated in the league as well. Get ready for basketball. It will be Tiara Shepard jumping opposite Cassidy Irwin to get ready for basketball. Kind of feel like it's almost calling like a golf match right now. It's pretty quiet in here. And the shot was hitting the green. Gary's over there. He hears it. It's pretty quiet. Kenley Farrell collects it and gives it up, and an over and back on Centerburg as Evie Stowe had not established herself into the front court. So 5 seconds into the game, first turnover of the game for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Centerburg has dominated so far this year as Danny Pulcati will have the basketball, dribbles into that trap, double team, throws it to the right and out of bounds. So we're 11 seconds in. We've got 2 turnovers, and this could be a long night in the Berg. Evie Stowe to fire it in for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Trojans, well, they have been something this year, and they seem like they're on a mission. Evie Stowe in the backcourt, flips it up, left wing. Kenley Farrell fires away a wide-open 3 off the front of the rim, a rebound. Pulled down, and now a push going the other way for Mount Gilead. Get it into the front court. Now to Pulcati. Throws it cross court. Knocked away. Got it back. Faith White. Open 3. Up and no good off the heel. Good box out by Kenley Farrell. Now she pushes. Throws one hand. A nice catch by Tiara Shepard. Baseline up. No good. And a rebound pulled down by Mount Gilead. Kenley Farrell with a nice pass, though, up the floor. Nice catch for Tiara Shepard. Scoreless. 47 seconds into this ball game. Faith White steps through. Gives it up right wing. Now to Baker. Baker gives it up for White. Knocked away. Kayla Larimore. First touch of the ball game for her. She's got it right now. 23 points per game. Kenley Farrell. Evie Stowe on the right point. Stowe with the basketball. Pulls it near center court. 6:55 to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless from the heart of Ohio here in Centerburg. And now Tiara Shepard flips it over. Here's a 3 up by Ellis. And no, they say foot on the line. So Ellis with a 2 and a 2-0 Centerburg lead. 6:42 to go here this opening period. Centerburg Lady Trojans. Lauren Ellis with the jumper. Faith White traveled and turns it over. Took too many steps. 6:32 to go in the opening quarter, and we are in a 2-0 Centerburg lead. Ellis will trigger it into Stowe in the backcourt against some pressure there. Centerburg Lady Trojans leading at 2-0. 6:27 to go in the opening quarter. Stowe into the front court with the basketball on the left wing, gives it up ahead of the key. Tiara Shepard, right wing to Ellis. Ellis puts it on the floor, dribble right to the lane, puts it up the right hand, off the glass, no good. Tipped around. Larimore's got her hands on it, picked up, though, by Mount Gilead. And the Indians throw it right back to Larimore. Larimore off the glass and misses right to the rim. But a foul called, and Larimore heading to the free throw line. The foul is on number 13, Ava Baker. That is her first. The 5'5" senior picks up the foul against Kayla Larimore. Free throw, good. Larimore. And it feels like, you know how Taylor University does that silent night thing and they're quiet until there's 10 points scored? That's what it feels like right now. Hey, get something going here. Play some jams or something during the break. Free throw, good. And it's a lead for Centerburg at 4-0. Now Gilead with the basketball. Baker has it. Ava Baker has it knocked away, taken away. Kenley Farrell, she can do that. Led the league in steals last year. Nice pass up the floor to Shepard. Shepard tries to give it up for Larimore, caught in the corner by Ellis. Ellis gives it up right wing, open three. Kenley Farrell rims out for her at a rebound for Pulcati. And Pulcati gives it up White. 5:48 to go in the opening quarter. 4-0. Centerburg to the lead. Battle of unbeatens here in conference play in the K-MAC. Crossing over is Faith White. White looks underneath. Ball tipped away, taken away by Stowe. Now ball on the floor. As getting her hands on it was Irwin, and jump ball will keep it with Mount Gilead with 5:38 to go in this opening quarter. The other thing about this Centerburg Lady Trojans team, they really get after it. You got to use some depth. They got Chesney Farrell, Taylor Bryant on the bench as well. A couple of the pieces for this team. Kara Ross, 5:38 to go opening quarter, 4-0 Centerburg. White has on the left wing, guarded by Larimore. Now gives it up, head of the key. Pulcati against Ellis with the basketball. Faith White against Kayla Larimore. Looks for the dribble handoff, drops it off on the baseline. And another travel on the Mount Gilead Lady Indians, so another turnover. But a lot of turnovers here in this game. 4 points, a 2 by Ellis, and Larimore's pair of free throws. And a 5:23 to go in the opening quarter. Ellis gives it up for Stowe, steps through, head of the key, Larimore, right baseline. Shepard, head of the key, tough catch for Larimore, left wing Stowe, gives it up to her left to Kenley Farrell. Kenley Farrell 0 for 2 from deep so far. High catch there for Shepard. Goes in the lane. Shepard has it knocked away. Picks it back up. Throws it up. No good. Right of the rim. Tapped out and picked up. Going the other way, Kendall Neal. She gives it Faith White. Faith White gets past Shepard. One-on-one now with Stowe. Left of the lane. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. Weak side rebound. Kenley Farrell, Centerburg. Now throws it up the floor. Got Shepard. Nice feed up the floor and finish for Shepard. What a pass by Kenley Farrell up the floor. 6-0 Lady Trojans. 4:47 to go opening quarter. Timeout now Gilead. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Basketball on WMBO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
We are back here in the Berg. A slow start really offensively for both teams. Centerburg does hold a 6-0 lead on buckets by Ellis and Shepard. Pair of free throws from Larimore. High school girls basketball. This will be our only girls game this week. We were planning on having Danville and Fredericktown Friday night, but we will replace that later this year. Battle of unbeatens here, and Centerburg doing a nice job defensively, and that kind of hectic style of defensive play working out for the Lady Trojans. Still stay with their starting 5. Meanwhile, Olivia Long into the ball game for the Lady Indians for substitution. Basketball into Faith White. White gives it up Pulcati. Pulcati in the backcourt. 4:40 to go opening quarter. 6-0 Centerburg. Down to White, who crosses over into the front court. Knocked away out of bounds by Shepard. She gets her hand in there. And this is exactly the style that Bill Abner wants his team to play. Get after it, be aggressive, poke it away, make it difficult on offenses to even get into the front court. And the ball in the backcourt right now. Faith White, guarded by Kayla Larimore. Larimore just across half court. Throw it at the head of the key. Ball knocked away. Picked back up by White. Knocked away by Ellis. And now Ellis will push up the right sideline. Centerburg with a 6-0 lead. Throws it to Shepard. Shepard, high pass to Larimore. Tries to kick it out. It's thrown away. Picked up going the other way is Long. And now it's up to White with the basketball. 4:13 to go in the opening quarter. And Pulcati had not established herself into the front court, so she gets an over and back call. 4:11 to go in the opening quarter. A 6-0 Centerburg lead. Substitutions. Kenley Trainer, a 5'7" sophomore forward for Mount Gilead. And also into the ball game is Ava Baker back in. 4:11 to go in the opening quarter. A 6-0 Centerburg lead. Stowe with the basketball, head of the key, right point. Gives it up, gets it back, left wing to Kenley Farrell, cross court. Ellis, right corner 3, up, and it is no good, too strong. Weak side rebound, pulled down there by Olivia Long. And now Pulcati will push. They'll kind of slow it down. I wouldn't say a push, really, but White with the basketball. She's still got it in the backcourt. Crosses over. Bounces with one hand to Pocati. Back to White on the right point. Right wing with the basketball is Baker. Into the right corner. Ball knocked away. Picks it back up on the sideline. Bounces now for White. White puts it on the floor. Knocked away by the Lady Trojans. And now a quick push. They throw it up the floor to Larimore. Larimore's out in front. Tries to save it. She does, but to Mount Gilead. As Shepard threw it a little long. White with the basketball. Under 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. 6-0 Centerburg. White has it. Tries to keep the pivot foot. She does. Bounce on the baseline. Jumper up. No good. Weak side rebound. Kenley Farrell gives it up and throws it away. A couple of big time throws down the court, and they weren't pretty for Centerburg. White with it. Pocati. And we're even Mount Gilead right now. They're really struggling with the pressure. Ball bounced it inside now. So long. Pocati high on the left. Closing it on 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Now at the foul line. Bounce to White into the corner. Going inside. Baseline jumper is up. It's partially blocked, and Shepard picks up the ball for Centerburg. And Abner wants his team to slow it down. Leading 6-0. 2:50 to go in the opening quarter. Evie Stowe with it for Centerburg. Dribbling to her right. Ellis on the left wing. Ellis has one of just 2 buckets here in this quarter. Now Kenley Farrell dribbles right in the lane. Pulls it back out. Right point. 3. Up by Larimore. High arcing, and she banks it in. Larimore. Her first bucket of the ball game, and a 9-0 Centerburg lead with 2:27 to go in the opening quarter. Chesney Farrell about to check in for Centerburg. Faith White bounces with the basketball long on the left point. Throws it back behind her. Pocati. 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. 9-0 Centerburg with the lead right now. Pocati has the basketball. Looking, bounces, and it's kicked by Larimore. Larimore is so long, and her arms are long and lanky. And she's able to have a lot of space there. Ellis takes a seat on the bench, and Chesney Farrell replaces her. Larimore is a really good basketball player. White with the basketball, 9-0 Centerburg lead, 2:05 to go in the opening quarter. White looks the inside, thought to add somebody, and another travel on Mount Gilead. Substitution for Mount Gilead, Kendall Neal, the 5'4" junior, will come back into the ball game. And I don't know who's coming out. White comes out of the ball game. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, 9-0 Centerburg the lead right now. Stowe, right wing to Shepard. Shepard the basketball. Throws it up. Here's a high arcing 3. Larimore. He goes for her. So she has now hit back-to-back threes. And it's 12-0 Centerburg with 1:46 to go here in this opening quarter. And Larimore getting hot. She's got 8. High on the right, Baker's got it. Baker has it on the floor, and it's picked up by Larimore. Larimore almost traveled with it. Kenley Farrell has Chesney and doesn't give it to her, but Kenley is fouled. Kenley Farrell will head of the free throw line for Centerburg with a chance to extend this lead. So a battle of unbeatens right now. And Centerburg leading at 12-0. Free throw is up. Free throw good. Kenley Farrell is at the free throw line. Centerburg 2 for 2 for the line at this point, or 3 for 3 now after that one. So the free throw coming for Kenley Farrell. 13-0 Centerburg. Goes 1 for 2. So 13-0. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Centerburg. 1:31 to go here in this opening quarter. 13-0. Centerburg has the lead. And again, when you looked at it statistically, Centerburg blew out Danville, blew out Northmore. And though Northmore beat Danville by 20, they played a close game against Northmore. And now a foul on Kenley Farrell. And that'll be her first foul. Now, this is something that we talked about on the Monday Night Sports Talk Show. And Gary was there. And it's about Kenley Farrell staying out of foul trouble. She's such an important part of this team for Centerburg, keeping her out of foul trouble. Ball in the backcourt to Ava Baker with 1:22 to go in the opening quarter. 13-0 Centerburg. Pocati high on the left, guarded by Shepard. Pocati center court ball kicked away again by Larimore. You get Larimore and Shepard up front. Good luck. And that's one of the things that Coach Abner said, that he wanted Larimore up top because of her length and her size. Her and Shepard make quite the pair for the Centerburg team. Pocati in the backcourt. 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. 13-0 Centerburg. Mount Gilead with the basketball. Pocati gives it ahead of the key Baker. Baker bounces in the right corner. Baker tries to get it back. Instead, taken away by Larimore. Up the left sideline, Larimore. One-on-one with Pocati. Lays it off the glass and got it to go. Larimore very hot to start. Centerburg 15-0 with about 50 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. 15-0 Centerburg with the lead right now. Pulcati steps through, throws it away. Kenley Farrell picks it up. Kenley Farrell pushes. Kenley Farrell scoops it up. She is fouled again with 41 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And all the dreams of this being a very close game could be out the window with 41 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 15-0. Centerburg the lead right now. 41 seconds to go in the opening period. Kenley Farrell at the free throw line, 1 for 2. About 50 seconds ago. Of game time, at least. Free throw is up, but it's no good. Kenley Farrell now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Coming into the ball game, Nevaeh Crow, 5'6" forward. And no good on the free throw. And now up the floor with the basketball. Neal has it. Neal is fouled by Shepard. That'll be the second on Centerburg with 34 seconds to go. Right there in the first half. First quarter, I should say. 15-0, Centerburg the lead. Mount Gilead the basketball. Trying to get one to go through the hoop. In the backcourt, Baker will control it, the senior. Bounces into the front court to Pulcati. 28 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Bounces back. Now the ball taken away. This time by Taylor Bryant, who's into the ball game. Into the front court with it for Centerburg. Tiara Shepard, head of the key, Bryant. Left wing, Kenley Farrell puts it on the floor, dribbles the left baseline, puts it up, and she's fouled again. So Kenley Farrell's doing a great job of getting to the rim. Now she's got to convert at the free throw line, where she's just 1 of 4 here in the ball game. It'll be the second foul on Pulcati. It's not what you want if you're Mount Gilead. And White's on the bench right now. Another free throw off the mark for Kenley Farrell. So Kenley Farrell just 1 for 5 from the free throw line. But she's getting to the line. She's just got to convert. She missed them both again. A lot in the legs there. Kayla Airmore gets the loose ball, 8 seconds. Tiara Shepard fires away a high arcing 3 and got it from downtown Shepard. And it is going to be 18-0 Centerburg. End of 1. And this is a blowout. 18-0 Centerburg, end of 1, second quarter. Coming up next on WMBO.
Don't wait. Educate. Empower us with knowledge. Keep talking to us about underage alcohol use, dating violence, and mental health. You're empowering us with knowledge to be the change. Thank you. This ad is sponsored by the Teen Advisory Council of Knox County.
We are empowering Knox County youth. Visit us online to learn more at www.tacofknox.org. That's tacofknox.org.
Back here in Centerburg, and we touted this a pair of unbeatens facing off. But when you looked at it statistically speaking, you know, you had the top 2 offenses in the conference, the top 2 defenses in the conference, top 2 scorers in the conference. But this Centerburg team, we talked about it in the pregame, a different level. They're on a different level of playing. And they're up 18-0 as we begin the second quarter. And for Centerburg, they'll go Larimore, Ellis, Stowe Bryant, and Chesney Farrell. And for Mount Gilead, Baker's out there, Trainer, Pulcati, as well as Crow, and Neal is out there. Centerburg has it, leading 18-0, second quarter action. Here from the Berg, left wing, Kayla Larimore. Very good first quarter for her. Ellis takes the 3, puts it on the floor, throws it in the left corner. Stowe with it, and Chesney Farrell loses the shoe and goes down. Foul is on number 3, Kendall Neal. Her second foul. Chesney Farrell loses the boot. Here on the WMBO Facebook page, WMBO on the radio as well. Yes, Chesney Farrell fixes her shoe. And well, It's 18-0. Centerburg the lead. 7:46 to go in the opening half. Ellis the basketball. Cross court. Right wing. Fakes a three. Steps in. Now Taylor Bryant. Gives it up Ellis. Ellis. Now Taylor Bryant. Right wing. Gives it up for Stowe. 7:35 to go in the first half. 18-0 Centerburg. Centerburg's Chesney Farrell with it. Flips it back behind her to Bryant. Bryant pulls up. Gets stuffed. Tries to get it back. Does on the sideline. Now Stowe slows it down for Centerburg near center court. 7:23 to go in the first half. 18-0 Centerburg with the lead in the basketball. Right wing to Ellis. Ellis has it for Centerburg. Guarded there by Crow. And now Chesney Farrell, a little handoff to Kayla Larimore off the glass. No good against some contact. Going the other way. Now Gilead's Ava Baker pushing now for White, who's back into the ball game. White has it on the left wing, averaging 15.5 points per game, but obviously has 0 because the team has 0. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Ball on the floor. Bodies flying. Larimore getting in there. Jump ball. And it will be Mount Gilead basketball. 6:56 to go in this first half. I don't know if I don't know if I've seen a game one team be scoreless this long since back when Mount Vernon played Franklin Heights, primarily the 2011-12 season. 6:53 to go in this first half. White gives it up to Baker. Baker looking inside. Centerburg defensively just all over the place. Ellis gets her hand on it. Picked back up. Throws it in the lane. Ball knocked away, and there's Chesney Farrell with it. Now Bryant pushing for Centerburg off the turnover. Right wing to Ellis, who makes a one-handed catch. Ellis with the basketball cross court. There's Larimore. Steps into a three. It is up. No good off the back of the rim, and Chesney Farrell rips it away. Going to be a jump ball. Centerburg will keep it. Shepard and Kenley Farrell back into the ball game. Probably good for a minute and a half to get to see, what you can do with Kenley Farrell on the bench if she gets into some foul trouble. Bryant and Chesney Farrell to the bench. This Centerburg team's not hugely deep on paper. As Ava Baker goes to the bench and Olivia Long, the 5'6 senior, steps in. 6.5 to go here in this first half. 18-0 Centerburg. Inside, Shepard has some room, but shoots up a wild shot and misses. A weak side rebound pulled down by Neal. She's got 2 fouls, so she's got to watch what she does even offensively. Neal flips it up the floor to Polcati. Polcati has it on the right wing. Stops. Keeps the pivot foot. Now Neal. Cross court White. White with it on the left wing. Now inside. Bounces. Good ball movement into the right corner. Polcati with the basketball. And knocked away by Kenley Farrell, and it will stay with Mount Gilead. 6:03 to go in this first half. 18-0. Centerburg is in the lead. A battle of unbeatens. Centerburg has dominated their opponents, specifically the last 2 games. White has the basketball, looking for Polcati and trying to get over the length of Larimore. Now gets it back from Neal. Here's Faith White going inside, and that's a double dribble. Faith White has traveled, I think, 2 or 3 times. She's got the double dribble, and it is difficult against this Centerburg defense. As Ellis will have the basketball. Ellis into the front court for Centerburg. Ellis trapped. Ellis looking for help. Finds Larimore, didn't panic, and now almost a travel by Shepard. Steps back to 3, too long. Weak side rebound. Pulled down by Long. Well, 5:35 to go in this first half, and we have nothing in the second quarter. Nothing. It was 18-0 at the end of 1. That's what we got right now. In the back court, Polcati steps through, gives it up. Down the right wing. Neal back to Polcati. 5:20 to go in the first half, and now Kenley Farrell gets in there and causes a jump ball. It will stay with Mount Gilead. Kenley Trainer in there for Mount Gilead as well. 5:19 to go first half. 18-0 Centerburg. Faith White the basketball for the Mount Gilead Lady Indians. She's got it, has it knocked away. Dribbling to her left. Looking, kicked away by Larimore. That's her 3rd kick of the game. Kayla Larimore, I'm telling you, Gary, she's in for a big year. She already started off this year great. She scored her 1,000th point against Northmore in a big win, a 40-point win. Now White with it, dribbling to her right, double team, trapped, thrown away. Picked off by Shepard, and now Shepard will push for Centerburg. Cut off by Polcati, almost lost the basketball. Right wing to Kayla Larimore, left wing. Faking it is Ellis, into the lane, Ellis. Ellis bounces for Shepard, and shot is up and good from Shepard. And finally, we get some points at the 4:50 mark of this second quarter. First points of the second quarter. And Polcati called for a travel. Tried to keep the pivot foot and could not. And now you're going to have the old hockey line change for the Mount Gilead Lady Indians. And this is when I have to go really deep in the roster to see everybody that's coming into the ballgame. Because a very unhappy Nick Vukovic benches everybody except for girls that are in right now. 20-0 in favor of Centerburg. 4:38 to go in the first half. Centerburg's got it. And gets it inside, and a finish right of the rim for Shepard. She's got all 4 this quarter. And Centerburg with a 22-0 lead. Into the front court is Kylie Rigdon, and now try to go inside, and a foul called on Centerburg as number 20, Kylie Whipple. It's a couple of Kylies. Kylie Whipple lost it. Second foul on Tiara Shepard. And Chesney Farrell replaces her with 4:21 to go in this first half. Well, Nick Vukovic is trying to make a point right now. He's got all JV players in the ball game with 4:21 to go in this first half. And a 22-0 Centerburg lead. Now going inside, shot is up, and a foul on the shot for Centerburg. And it may be the JV players that get Mount Gilead on the board. Fouls on number 1, Kenley Farrell. That's her, I believe, her second foul. And it is her second foul. 4:18 to go here in this first half. So an opportunity right now with Kylie Whipple. Get this team on the board. Free throw. She bends her knees, flips it up. No good. Hit the bottom of the rim on the front. 4:18 to go in this first half. 22-0. Centerburg, the lead. And Mount Gilead still trying to score. Well, Centerburg's only scored 4 points this quarter. We're almost halfway through the quarter. Another free throw coming, and the Mount Gilead Indians are on the board. Well, nope, they are not. She stepped over the line, so no good. And, you know, things just not going the way of the Lady Indians tonight. 22-0 for the second quarter. 4:14 to go in the second quarter. A handoff to Stowe, kicks it out, wide open 3. Put up by Kenley Farrell, rims out. She can't get it to go tonight. Ball on the floor, it's picked up and going the other way. Kylie Whipple has it knocked away from behind, and Stowe's got a ball on the floor. She gets it back, gives it Chesney Farrell, and I don't know who the foul was called on. It was on 20, Kylie Whipple. So Kylie Whipple, we all thought she got the first points for this Mount Gilead team. Nope. 3:57 to go, first half, 22-0 Centerburg. And what is a blowout here tonight. And again, say it again, this is Centerburg team's on a different level. Ellis has it head of the key, wide open 3. No. Had a good rotation on it. Rebound chased down by Stowe, throws it into Chesney Farrell. Chesney Farrell goes around, puts it high off the glass and in. Chesney Farrell. And Centerburg up 24-0. 3:37 to go here in this second quarter. And Kenley Farrell nearly put it in the garbage can in the second row of the visitors' side. 3:33 to go in this first half. 24-0. Centerburg has the lead. And Evie Stowe goes to the bench, and now Centerburg, Taylor Bryant will come back in. I think you'll see Shepard probably the rest of the half with a pair of fouls. Ball knocked away. There's Kenley Farrell. She's out in front of everybody. And Kenley Farrell finishes. And Centerburg now leading at 26-0. And this is a different animal. And we knew they were probably the best team in the area, boys and girls. Gary, you're seeing it. She tiptoes the sideline. It's out of bounds. Probably should have been called in a tiptoe when she touched the sideline anyway. Doesn't matter. 3:12 to go here in this first half. 26-0. Centerburg the lead right now. And the Mount Gilead Indians just trying to get some positive moments right now. It is really bad for them. Kenley Farrell into the corner. Ellis, 3. High archer, way off. Chesney Farrell, an offensive rebound, no. Chesney Farrell has it on the floor, but it's picked up and now going the other way and almost a travel. Probably should have been, but nevertheless, they didn't call it. So into the front court. Has the basketball knocked away and picked back up. Knocked away again. Whipple's got it. Whipple throws it underneath. And now trying to get the basketball out. Can't. Ball on the floor, and a foul is called on Kenley Farrell. And now you're going to have to get Evie Stowe back into the ball game. It'll be the third foul on Centerburg. 2:40 to go in the first half. It is 26-0 Centerburg. Only 8-0 this quarter for Centerburg. Kenley Farrell and Kayla Larimore are out. And into the ball game for Centerburg is Kara Ross. As basketball swung around. Here's an open 3 on the board. No. Chesney Farrell gets the rebound. 2.5 to go. And it's going to be a foul on Centerburg's Chesney Farrell as she grabbed the ball, and I guess they say she threw an elbow. 2.5 to go in this first half. And it's Centerburg 26-0. And now knocked away. Right wing with the basketball. They throw it into the right corner and try to get it across court. Now with the basketball, jumper is up. No good. Got an open look, though. Now the ball's on the floor. It's picked up. Nice job there by the Lady Trojans picking it up. Kara Ross. And now Bryant has the basketball. Gives it up for Evie Stowe. 2:12 to go here in this first half. 26-0. Centerburg with the lead. And the basketball, Ellis has the basketball. High dribble. Gives it head of the key, Stowe. Now drops it in. Ross gives it back to Stowe. Oh, she had a lane. Passes it back out. And inside. Back out to Chesney Farrell. Here's Bryant with a knuckleball three off the heel. Knocked away there by Stowe out of bounds. And Mount Gilead will have it. About 51 to go in the first half. 26-0. And Lady Trojans will get a substitution here. Tiara Shepard. She has 2 fouls. And usually I would say, hey, why would you put somebody in with 2 fouls? 26-0. 1:51 to go in the first half. And Centerburg with a 26-0 lead in this game. 1:45 to go in the first half. The basketball head of the key. All the JV players in right now for Mount Gilead. Nick Vukovic is trying to make a point here. Shot is up. It is no good. And almost got one to go. Ross gets the rebound. Now Shepard. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Centerburg a 26-0 lead. Inside Shepard puts up the right hand. No. And Chesney Farrell can't get the put back. Now she gets it again and puts it to go back. Farrell makes it 28-0 with 1:18 to go. In this first half, 28-0 Centerburg. High on the right with the basketball. And almost taken away again. Ball on the floor. It is taken away. Stowe's got it. Evie Stowe one-on-one. Evie Stowe flips it up with the right hand. Got it to go Stowe. And it's now 30-0 Centerburg. And under a minute to go in this first half. Centerburg up 30-0. 30-0. Right wing with the basketball is Bailey Bolt. Bailey Bolt bounces up top. Again, this is not so much an indictment on Mount Gilead as the shot is up and good. And there we go. Bolt gets it to go and makes it 30-2. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now Shepard, or first half, I should say, and a rebound pulled down. Again, this isn't an indictment on Mount Gilead because that's a good basketball team still. But, they're playing a really good Centerburg team. Ross pushing with Stowe with 15 seconds, 30-2. Shepard makes the catch. Shepard right to the rim, got it to go, and it's 32-2. And Centerburg is up with 5 seconds to go in this first half. 3, 2, and they're going to turn around to shoot it, and it's going to be no good. And the end of the first half. It's a blowout here in Centerburg, 32-2. And the Centerburg Trojans lead going to the locker room. It is halftime here in Centerburg, 30-point lead for Centerburg, and they are 5 points away from a running clock. I was just joking with Gary. I said, I've done 2 running clock games already this year. Let's not have a running clock game. We're going to have a running clock game more than likely here tonight. All right, we're going to take this break. We'll come back. 30-2, Centerburg up at the break. WMVO.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
All right, we are back here in the Berg, and it's 32-2 at the half. And I can't believe I'm saying that. And this is something I have not experienced in my career so far. But again, like I've said a couple of times, this is not an indictment on the Mount Gilead Lady Indians. Lady Indians, obviously they're undefeated. They're a good basketball team, and they had a lot of JV kids in there. They're near the end. Centerburg's just a really good basketball team. And Faith White's a good basketball player, and Mount Gilead's got some good players, but Centerburg on a different level. 32-2 at the half. So it's pretty simple. If Centerburg gets up by 5 or scores the first 5 points of the second half, we'll have a running clock for the rest of the ballgame. So it's 32-2 at the break right now, and the Centerburg Lady Trojans with the lead. I go through the scoring. I pretty much can do that at this point. The only bucket was a Bolt 2-pointer with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter, and the rest all belongs to the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Ellis got it started, 6:42 mark with a jumper. Then Larimore, pair of free throws. Shepard, a 2. Larimore back-to-back threes to make it 12-0 at the 1:47 mark. Kenley Farrell got a free throw to go, 13-0. Kayla Larimore scored again, 15-0. Kenley Farrell missed 4 straight free throws there, pair of free throws each. And then Shepard, a 3, made it 18-0. Centerburg extended that when Shepard scored back-to-back buckets to start the second quarter, 22-0 at 4:28 mark of the second quarter. Chesney Farrell, Kenley Farrell, they combined to score 6 consecutive points for Centerburg to make it 28-0. Centerburg went up 30-0 at the 1-minute mark on an A.B. Stowe shot. And then Bolt, as we mentioned, scored 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. And then Tiara Shepard, 32-2, scores it to end the first half. It's not pretty here, 32-2, but this just tells you, honestly, if there's anything that this score shows you right now, it's the discrepancy between Centerburg and everybody else at the Knoxmore Athletic Conference. Because this Mount Gilead team is 4-0. And they beat Danville by 20. And, when you look at the Northmore score, Centerburg beat Northmore by 40. And Mount Gilead only by 1. So you kind of can look at that and say, it could be on a different level. But it is just a completely different level right now as Centerburg with the lead at the half. Centerburg, they have the advantage right now at the break here. Thanks to Pizza Cottage. They stopped there for their BLT pizza. I always have to give props to that. Their BLT pizza is fantastic. Their pizza is really good, but I love their BLT pizza. New Directions, we love that organization in Knox County. They are fantastic. And, of course, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. I always mention this with Brian Cubbage. He definitely out-hit me at Progressive Field. It was not pretty. And so we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors here that bring you Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School basketball. It is not pretty right now. 32-2. Centerburg leads Mount Gilead here at the break. And Centerburg Lady Trojans, and to try to figure out how many points, like Larimore actually did not score in the second quarter. Think about that. The KMAC Player of the Year did not score in the second quarter. But she sat some. Kayla Larimore right now with 10 points. So she's got 10. Ellis in this ball game has just the 2 she scored to start the game. Then you got Kenley Farrell. She's got a free throw plus a bucket, so she's got 3 for the Lady Trojans. Shepard scored 5 in the opening quarter and then scored 6 in the second quarter, so she actually leads the team in scoring with 11. So Shepard with 11, Larimore with 10, and the Centerburg Lady Trojans with a massive 32-2 lead at the break. And the Centerburg Lady Trojans, this is a good basketball team. Now, they lost to Afrocentric, who was a very good basketball team as well last year in a district final. But Centerburg Lady Trojans, they haven't been to the regionals since 2012. And this team has the potential, has the talent to be able to make a run. And they are up big right now, 32-2 at the break. It's the Centerburg Lady Trojans. They won their first conference title since 2014 last year. And I'm going to go on a limb and say it's probably going to happen again. Centerburg Lady Trojans up 32-2 here at the break. Let's take this break. We'll come back and more high school basketball. And WMVO is coming up.
11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
You taught him how to hit a receiver, how to hit a baseball, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. but how much time did you spend teaching him what not to hit? You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
Well, it's 32-2 at the half. I would say that there are maybe some players in foul trouble, but does it really matter at this point? 32-2, Centerburg the lead. They led it 18-0 after one, and the only bucket came at the 35-second mark of the second quarter, where Mount Gilead, they had brought in their whole bench, JV, everybody coming to the ball game, and they got a bucket there from Bailey Bolt, a freshman, as the only scorer of this ball game. And so Centerburg Lady Trojans lead at 32-2 at the break, and you kind of wonder, you sit back and you go, okay, how do you motivate your team when it's 32-2 at the half? But I know I'm going to talk with Bill about that on Monday night when he comes over for the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show. But how do you motivate your team when you're up by 30 at the half? Now, I've seen some blowouts in my day. I don't know if I've ever seen exactly 30 points at the half or something, but as many people are well aware, if you lead by 35 at any point, it's a running clock until it gets under 30. So all Centerburg has to do at this point is get it to 35 points, and we'll get a running clock in this one. But right now, it's 32-2, and Centerburg's up by 30, and they're definitely going to be going to 5-0. Their wins are 56-30 against Heath, 48-35 over Northridge, 55-15 over Northmore, 74-25 over Danville. And the Centerburg Lady Trojans are up big. And we thank you for joining us here on the program and being with us in this ball game. And hopefully you're enjoying our broadcast. But, you know, if you're the Lady Indians and you look at the score and you think, whoa, what's going to happen here? You know, you go out and you play hard, try to get some buckets, you work on some things. It's not the end of the world. 32-2, though. Centerburg has the lead as we get ready for third quarter action here from Centerburg. We'll take one more break. We'll be back. More coming up on WMBO. Second half action from Centerburg. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
All right, we welcome you back here. We're thinking about me and Gary switching roles tonight just to have some fun. But there is a rule at the radio station. That is, Tyler touches no camera equipment. That's where we're at. John's up there. John, if you can hear me, wave. He's up there. Yep, he can't hear me. Anyway, we're getting ready to start the second half. Centerburg Lady Trojans will have the basketball. Stowe's got it. Gives it to Larimore, back to Stowe. Centerburg will also go with Tiara Shepard, Kenley Farrell in there. As inside, it's off the heel and in for Shepard. And so it's now 34-2 Centerburg. Lauren Ellis is the other Centerburg Lady Trojan. Here's White. White didn't do much in the first half as this ball is out of bounds and will stay with Mount Gilead. White obviously did not score. Matter of fact, all the girls that are on the floor right now, none of them scored. It was a freshman. Bailey Bolt, the only point of the first half. Here's a three, up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tiara Shepard and a push up the right sideline. 7.5 to go first half. Centerburg scores here, and we get close to a running clock. I guess it's 32 right now. Looking at a zone now for Centerburg, playing against Ellis. Just above the foul line, Jay, up, too strong. A rebound pulled down by Neal, and a push now with White. I want to see more from White here. I mean, she averages 15.5 a game, but just really struggled a little bit tonight. Ball gets inside and blocked from behind by Ellis. Shot up and good. Put back up and good by Neal. And it is now 34-4. Under 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Kenley Farrell has the basketball for Centerburg. Nice to see a little putback there. Ellis has it. Cross-court Shepard. Puts it on the floor, Shepard. Shepard gets cut off. Nice defense there by Baker. Head of the key, Kenley Farrell. Bounces inside. It's kicked away, but they didn't call it, and Baker's got it. And now Baker to White. White almost lost it. White has the basketball. White on the left. Now cross-court to Polcati. 6:28 to go third quarter. And Centerburg up by 30. White, corner. Here's a shot up. A little knuckleball, no. Kenley Farrell on the air ball, picks it up. She pushes. She does not have numbers. I don't think she cares much. Flips it up, no good, off the bottom of the backboard. Now going the other way, Kendall Neal. Kendall Neal back behind her. Kenley Farrell's waiting for it. She read that thing. And now Stowe has it. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 34-4. I'm a little mixed up because they have a second quarter up on the board. But it is the third quarter. Here's Shepard. Why not? Fire away a three. No good. Rebound, Neal. Neal with the basketball. And now going the other way. Centerburg's not really trying much to get a rebound. They're just going, if they miss it, they miss it. Ellis pokes it away. Laramore's got it. She's got 10 in the game. Laramore now has 12 in the game. Laramore, nice little sidestep. She is good. Very good. Centerburg Lady Trojans up 36-4. 5.5 to go in this third quarter. Bounces on the right wing to Neal, and a late whistle. Well, that whistle was very late. And now Kenley Farrell has to go to the bench. That was a really late whistle. 5:27 to go in this third quarter, and that's 4 fouls now for Kenley Farrell, so she has to go to the bench. Ball knocked away, taken away. Ellis the other way. Ellis has Laramore. Oh, nice feed by Ellis with one hand to Laramore for the bucket. What a pass by Ellis. Oh, boy, that was impressive. And now it's a 34-point game. So if Centerburg scores here, there's another kick by Laramore. Wow, that was a nice pass by Lauren Ellis. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. And now Neal with it. A nice feed underneath. Bounces back behind her. Shot is up. No good. Tipped away. Picked up by White. White's got the basketball. Cross court to Polcati. Polcati's got it. Polcati bounces to the right wing. Knocked away from Neal. Ball on the floor. Picked up by Baker. And a foul on Bryant. 4:46 to go in the third quarter. 38-4. 38-4. We're in the third quarter. You are watching online. I know you see it on the scoreboard as the second. It is the third quarter. 38-4 Centerburg. Bryant all over White. And now stepping through, gets it to Baker. Baker with a basketball on the left point. All over Shepard. Now gives it up to Neal. Neal on the left wing, dribbles in, pulls it back out, picks it up for a dribble. Now gives it inside, knocked away. There's Ellis in those long arms. She's got Shepard and Laramore in front of her. And Ellis stops, spins around, puts up a little floater. No, misses it, and pushing to get back now. And now knocked away by Ellis, and another whistle. Ellis is go for the foul. 4:16 to go in the third quarter. 38-4 Centerburg in this one. So Polcati gives it up to Neal. 38-4 the score. Centerburg the lead. And stepping on the sideline is Neal. Out of bounds. So once again, if Centerburg scores here, it is a running clock. But we do have it, still says the second quarter, so hopefully they know that it is a running clock after the next bucket for Centerburg. If they score, and Mount Gilead does not, of course. Kick out. Bryant had an open look, gives it up. Here's a three by Shepard. Nope. Off the heel. Polcati now to Neal. Neal has it knocked away from behind by Stowe, and Stowe saves it to Ellis. Boy, that was a nice play by Stowe. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. 38-4 Centerburg. Stowe's got it. Fires away a deep three. It's a line drive. No. And look at the rebound for Shepard as she comes out and gets it. And goes one-on-one. Goes inside. He misses. Point blank a bunny. And a rebound pulled down by Nevaeh Crow. Crow got the rebound. And now pushing into the front court is Polcati. Polcati to Neal. Back to Polcati. Looks underneath. Right to Shepard. Shepard has the basketball for Centerburg. 3:22 to go in this third quarter. Centerburg 38-4. And with 3:15 to go in the third quarter. And it's thrown right to White. I mean, literally right to her. Now White, who has not scored, throws it back behind her to Neal. Neal, nice feed underneath and scooped up and no good. Rebound Shepherd for Centerburg. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 38-4 Centerburg in the lead right now with 2:55 to go. And a timeout by Bill Abner. 2:55 to go here, third quarter, 38-4. Centerburg has the lead, WNBO.
You taught him how to hit a receiver, how to hit a baseball, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time did you spend teaching him what not to hit? You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
All right, well, this game was 18-0 at the end of one Centerburg. Centerburg led it 32-2 at the end of the first half. Only bucket was by Bailey Bolt in the first half for Mount Gilead. But here in this third quarter, Neal got a bucket. And there, quite frankly, has not been a lot of scoring between the two teams. I mean, Laramore's got a pair of buckets in the quarter for Centerburg to go with a bucket for Shepherd. Evie Stowe has it. We are still under that 35-point mark because, of course we are. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Kayla Larimore has it ahead of the key. Gives it Stowe, who's basically right beside her. Zone defense against the Trojans. Mount Gilead doing a nice job. Bryant tries to kick it back out and does. Kenley Farrell has 4 fouls, and she's on the bench. Here's Ellis stepping through. Gets it on the right wing. Now Chesney Farrell backs her way in, gives it up, and Kayla Larimore to the rack, lays it up and in, and I don't know about that call. And that, never mind. Oh, well. Turnover there on Centerburg. I don't know. And, of course, that would have gotten us over there, too, there, by the way, Gary. 2:25 to go third quarter, 38-4. Centerburg right now as the lead. Polcati, left wing. And now throws across court to White. White has it. Right wing to Neal. Neal has it. Neal looking. Gives it Polcati. Looks inside to White. White has it knocked away. And Chesney Farrell tries to grab it. Jump ball. Will stay with Mount Gilead. In comes Tiara Shepherd. And out goes Ellis. Ellis comes out of the ball game. Now Centerburg, it'll be interesting to see because they don't have a ton of depth. I mean, they got Chesney Farrell, they got Bryant, but not a ton other that they've been playing here tonight. Knocked away by Bryant, but they will get Kara Ross coming into the ball game, the sophomore, and for Chesney Farrell. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And there has not been a lot of scoring this quarter. Centerburg has outscored Mount Gilead 6-2. Not a lot of offense. There's Shepherd with it. Jab step, Bryant. Bryant dribbling to her left. And part of that is because Kenley Farrell's on the bench. She makes a lot of things go. Taylor Bryant, cross court, Kayla Larimore. Larimore, Bryant. And this zone kind of affecting Centerburg a little bit. Tiara Shepherd, not a lot of movement for Centerburg. Shepherd has it on the left wing now. Gives it up for Larimore. She goes inside, puts it up the left hand. No. Rebound pulled down by Trainer. And now a push for White. White up the floor and back behind her to White. White has it. 1:22 to go third quarter. Centerburg up 38-4. And now the ball's taken away. Stowe gives it up one-on-one. Larimore with Polcati. Pulls it back out. Looks inside. And on the baseline, no. Wide open look for Stowe and she missed it. 1:08 to go third quarter. This has been an ugly quarter really for both teams. Neal's got it. Neal spins around, knocked away, taken away. There's Shepherd. And now Shepherd gets it to go. Okay, now the running clock is in effect. 40-4. The running clock is in effect until this thing gets under 30. Neal has it against Bryant, which at this point I don't foresee it happening, but White in the lane, into the corner. Now gives it up, Neal. Neal's got the basketball. 35 seconds to go third quarter. Another kick as the clock will continue to move. 40-4 is our score. Centerburg the lead in this one. Centerburg Lady Trojans. There. Running clock, 40-4 is the score. And I think Mount Gilead was yelling about the clock when it is a running clock. And so now a foul. And more than likely, these free throws are coming when the clock is going to be stopping. So Kenley Traynor will go to the free throw line, and she will be there by herself to shoot 2. So Traynor at the free throw line to shoot 2 now. And will be there by herself. And Kenley Farrell can come back in despite the 4 fouls. Free throw no good. It's 40-4. So that quarter all around was not that pretty. I'll be honest with you. And she buries the free throw. So it is 40-5. We head to the fourth quarter. It's next on WMVO.
Things are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004. Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
All right, we're back here in Centerburg. Running clock in effect unless this thing gets under 30. 40-5 Centerburg, 7:56 to go in the ballgame. Ellis has the basketball, flips it up to Tiara Shepard. Kenley Farrell back in there with 4 fouls. She's going to be a little more careful. Tiara Shepard fires away a 3. This thing's off the mark. Having a little rough night shooting and a rebound Kenley Farrell. But she's in double figures scoring, so Kenley Farrell inside, scoops it up, and got it to go. Kenley Farrell and Centerburg Lady Trojans will head to the free throw line and try for the and one. Kenley Farrell. Yeah, 3 substitutions in here. Baker's in, as well as Kylie Rigdon and Nevaeh Crow. Kenley Farrell trying to finish up the 3-point play here. 42-5 is the score. Free throw is no good. Tough night at the line for Farrell. But 42-5, White goes inside. White stops, puts it off the glass, and got it to go. Faith White's first points. She averages over 15 a game. First points there. And if you thought this was a football score, it kind of is. Shepard puts it up, no good. Chesney Farrell rebounds it, and now foul going to be, or jump ball, excuse me. We'll get back to Mount Gilead. 6:38 to go in the ball game. 42-7 Centerburg. As the Lady Trojans lead this one by 35, and Kayla Larimore heading back to the scorers table, which frightens most opponents. 6:22 to go in this game. Centerburg up by 35. White back behind her, gives it up. Now with the basketball is Rigdon. Now White has it on the right wing. White dribbling to the right, spins around. White gives it up. Olivia Long inside, nice pass, and a block from behind. Ellis got a piece of it. And she pushes in the front court. Ellis with 6 minutes to go in the game. Centerburg up 42-7. And Kenley Farrell against this zone. The zone's been pretty effective here for Mount Gilead in the second half. Bouncing now for Bryant. 42-7 Centerburg. Centerburg had 32 at the half. They only have 10 points in the second half so far. Out of the key, Shepard. Going inside, Shepard. Shepard blocked but fouled. And the clock will continue to move. 42-7. Centerburg with a 35-point advantage right now. Centerburg led it 18-0 at the end of one, 32-2 at the half. It was 40-5 at the end of 3. As Shepard's free throw is up and good. And I think Larimore's going in for Shepard, and she is. Into the ball game for the Lady Trojans, Kara Ross. So Bryant's in there, Stowe's in there, Ross in there, Shepard's in there for the time being. Free throw is no good. And now the ball knocked away. Kara Ross is over there. It's picked up by Baker. 4:48 to go in the game. Centerburg up 43-7. Baker has the basketball, gives it head of the key, now going inside, bounces. Faith White puts the shot up, blocked there by Ellis. And now going the other way is Bryant, just throws it up the floor. Nice feed to Stowe, who lays it off the glass and in. And so it's now 45-7. Centerburg, and a jumper on the right wing is up and it rattles out. Nothing going, and then Ross clobbers Rigdon underneath. 4:15 to go in the game. And Centerburg has a 38-point lead. So, hey, we're back at it tomorrow at Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets undefeated. Johnstown's undefeated, but they've only played one game. So, undefeated against undefeated. We'll laud that again. Of course, we did that tonight, and it's a 38-point game. 3:52 to go in the ball game, and a 5-second violation. Didn't get the ball in time. And it is 45-7. The Centerburg Lady Trojans with the lead. Bill Abner, the team, going to be on the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show back again on Monday night. They just didn't have a lot of open Mondays, and I know they were on just recently. We can talk about different games, including this one. 3:28 to go in the game. Centerburg up 45-7. 45-7. And this is what you see. Honestly, this is what you see from really good teams. Ross has it, dribbling inside. Ross, jump ball, keep it with Centerburg. Ross tried to dribble that thing in traffic. Probably not a very good move. Substitutions, Polcotti's in. Also in is Kenley Trainer, and the hair is covering the number, but I believe it's Kendall Neal. Yep, it is. Under 3 to play in the game. And up with it, Larimore can't finish at the rack. 45-7 Centerburg. 2:50 to go in the game. Well, Centerburg's only scored 13 points in the second half. Here's a wide open jumper that's up and no good. Good box out there by Ross. It's the rebound. Stowe the push. I say a push, but slow jog. 2:35 to go in the game. Centerburg up by 38. Into the corner, open three. That's Larimore. No, off the heel. Bryant. Jumper, no good. Well, Centerburg picked a good night to not really shoot the ball very well. They're still at 45-7, 2:22 to go in the contest. It's the Centerburg Lady Trojans. This game started, by the way, at like 6:47. We may play this game in an hour. And Gary has a long drive. Foul is called on number 12, Kenley Trainer. We have two Kylies, two Kenleys, and a Kendall in this game. Under 2 to play in the game, 45-7. That's it for Larimore. That's it for Ellis, and that's it for Stowe. And the Lady Trojans with some substitutions. We'll try to get them all in there as well. But with the basketball, Kevin Knight knocks it away. Kenley Farrell back to Knight. Knight pushing. Throws it, gives it Bryant. Baseline J. Bryant, no, off the heel. 1:34 to go in the game. Centerburg 45-7. They lead it right now. And now Neal into the front court. Neal has it stripped away for a second. Neal, and that's it for Kenley Farrell. She done. Fouls out of this one, and Tiara Shepard goes into the ballgame. 1:20 and counting to go in the contest. Kenley Farrell is done. She fouls out of the game. She's done now. 1:10 to go in the contest, and it's 45-7 Centerburg. Lady Trojans with the 38-point advantage. 1 minute to go now. And on the left wing, got it with Rigdon and knocked away by the Lady Trojans. And Shepard has it. Shepard with it on the right wing. Shepard going inside. Shepard bounces, throws it away. Neal picked it up. And now they get to Polcotti. 45 seconds to go in the game. Centerburg up by 38. And on the right wing, Neal almost traveled with it. Has it head of the key. 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Back behind her. Gives it up. Polcotti spins around. 30 seconds to go in the game. Centerburg 45-7 the lead. And now with it is Kenley Trainer. Gives it up. That's Crow now. Inside, open look, and the shot is up and no good. Foul call. This is going to end the ball game. She's going to shoot 2 free throws, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. Might as well let the clock go ahead and do the buzz before he does it when you're shooting. This is going to be it. So you're going to see 2 free throws after the buzzer hits. And that's going to be the end of the contest. So Centerburg does hold at Mount Gilead to single digits, and that'll be it. 45-7 is the final as the Centerburg Lady Trojans knock off the Lady Indians from Mount Gilead, 45-7. Centerburg Lady Trojans. In the first half, Larimore had 10 points, and she had a pair of buckets, so she ends up with 14 for Larimore in the ball game. Shepherd, by the way, she had 11 in the first half, and Shepherd, scored 5 in the second half, so she ended up with 16 for Shepherd. That's your ball game. 45-7, the final. Centerburg victorious against Mount Gilead. Battle of unbeatens. Wasn't much of a question throughout the whole night. Centerburg led at 18-0 at the end of one, and they win it tonight 45-7. Thanks for joining us. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops back at it tomorrow. We start at 7:15. We ended this game at 7:50. We start tomorrow at 7:15 at Mount Vernon. Maybe around 7. But nevertheless, we'll have the ball game for you tomorrow night from the Hive. Unbeaten Mount Vernon against unbeaten Johnstown. We'll have it. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to John Wareham. Thanks to Gary Cooper. High school basketball back at it tomorrow.